Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Pokemon Online live narration. Um, and in this one, we're going to be using the same RU team that I was using last time, which is kind of experimental, but it features a few interesting things. It features Kabutops, obviously, and it has a nice Munchlax, Sandslash defensive core going on, and Scarf Magmortar, which not a whole lot of people see coming. So let's look at this team. It's extremely physical. It has Lilip, which I would assume has the Eviolite, Eviolite, however you want to say it. It has a Golem, which I would assume he would lead with. Um, he, I can't tell if he likes Zangoose or if he doesn't like him. But Zangoose is actually a decent Pokemon. I think it's NU right now, actually, but it's pretty viable. So I'm just gonna lead with my Kabutops because that's what Kabutops does. He leads with this Lilip, which I don't. Okay, he just goes for Stockpile, which is kind of interesting. I'm just going to go for the X Scissor, which I don't think he saw coming. That might actually heal him just enough. Okay, yeah, that healed him way too much. Okay, I'll just go for the X Scissor, and okay, that's fine. I'll just go for the Aqua Jet now. Just get as much damage off as I can before going into my Sandslash and knocking off whatever he wants to bring in. So, okay, it was a Life Orb Nidoqueen, which is really nice. So I'm just going to go into my Munchlax and take that like a champ. And I'm just going to Whirlwind out whoever he wants to come in. He brought out Golem, which didn't actually end up working out for him. So I'm just going to go into this Sandslash, and I am going to set up rocks. And I think I can actually take that. There's like min-max right there, so I don't know if I can actually take another one. So I'm just going to go into Rotom, and I'm going to just sub down, see what he wants to go for. He's just going to go for Rock Slide. I guess I could just go try for the Rock Slide miss, but now I'm just going to go for the Pain Split. I don't know if this thing has Sheer Force though, which would be kind of bad if it did, but it doesn't really look like it's doing a whole lot. So I am just going to, I think I can just sub down again, and 60, yeah, I can do it one more time, I think. So there we go, and then I'll Pain Split that away, and I think I can take him out with a T-Bolt next turn. But he just goes into Girder, which is also fine, and I'll just go for the T-Bolt and take him out. So there's the Girder out of the way, which is nice. Now he goes into Entei and bring it in like this. It looks like it could be Scarfed, so I'm just gonna bring in this Munchlax to take what he wants to go for. I think I have Thick Fat, but even then, it still does a pretty decent chunk, and I get burned, which isn't good at all. I'm just going to go for the rest, and okay, that's fine. He just takes a bunch of recoil damage, and now I can go into my Sandslash, and I can knock off whatever he wants. Okay, but he'll just go for some more recoil damage, and I'll just go into my Scarf Magmortar and go for the Thunderbolt, and hopefully hit something pretty decently. Yep, I just take him out right there. He brings in the Golem, so I'm just going to go into Rotom, and he goes for a Totemize, which is kind of interesting. I don't see that very often. I'm going to go for the Pain Split, but he's faster, so that's kind of annoying. But I am still Scarfed, so hopefully I'm faster. Yeah, and I just take him out with a Focus Blast. And yeah, Magmortar is actually really not used around here very much, so it's kind of cool. He just goes for the Earth Power. I think I can still live some toxic damage, so I'll just go for the Facade, which I don't even think that crit mattered, judging by what damage rolls I've gotten from this Zangoose in the past. It's just an absolute monster. So I just go for the Close Combat here, which no one ever sees coming. And now it's just me versus his Bouffalant. I think I can just take him out with a Fire Blast, but I don't. Wow, that thing's bulky. Alright, next time I'll remember to go for the Focus Blast. Alright, so let's just go into a second battle. And what do we got going on here? We've got that Chinchino, which I've had trouble with in the past with this team. We have Excelgor, which could be Scarfed, it could be Life Orb, it's just really fast. Electivire, Slowking, I think Slowking gets Regenerator, so here's the defensive core. He probably has Rest Talking Cofagrigus, which is going to be kind of annoying. But I think I can just lead with this Sandslash, which is fine. I don't really know what his Slowking is going to do, so I'll just go for the knockoff right away. I get his leftovers gone. He just goes for the Scalds, gets the burn. So he doesn't have a spinner, so I'll just go for the rocks. And he sends in Ferroseed, which is kind of cool. I'll just go into my Scarf Magmortar, and I'm going to go for the safe Fire Blast right off the bat. And I think I missed. Oh, he just goes for Protect. So now I think he's just going to switch out into Slowking. So yeah, I just go into my Rotom. I'm going to go for the sub on the switch, and hopefully it doesn't do anything too good. He just goes into Ferroseed, which is totally fine. I guess I'll just take him slowly down with Thunderbolts, but he's going to go for some Gyro Balls, which is kind of annoying. So I'm just going to switch out into Magmortar right here, and it'll probably do a decent chunk, but it shouldn't kill me off. So now I'm just going to go for a Fire Blast again, and I think he's going to think I'm going to switch out, so he's going to stay in. So I'm just going to go for another Fire Blast, but he just does the safe thing and switches back out. This time I'm going to go into Munchlax, take whatever move he wants to throw at me. He does get the burn, which is kind of unfortunate, so I'm just going to go for the rest. And I think he's going to still try and get up some hazards, so I'm just going to go into my Zangoose, and okay, he just goes for Leech Seed, which is kind of annoying. So now I'm just going to go into my Magmortar, and he's going to go for the... Oh, he just goes into Cofagrigus, which is interesting. I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast, and hope that... Okay, yeah, that does a pretty decent chunk. And he just goes for the Shadow Ball and takes me out, which is totally fine. I'm going to go into Rotom now, and I'm going to Shadow Ball him, and hopefully take him out. And if not, then that's fine. He just goes into Ferroseed again, and I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt because I don't think he has a reliable recovery move. Yeah, he just goes for Gyro Ball, but that doesn't do anything. So now I'm going to go into Kabutops because I don't think he can actually do a whole lot to me, and I think I can start setting up on him. So I'm going to go for the Swords Dance, and he goes into Cofagrigus, which is really nice, but I think Cofagrigus outpaces me. So I'm just going to go for the Aqua Jet right here and take him out. My ability is Mummy, which does mean that weak armor will not work, but I can just go into the Munchlax right here, hopefully not get hurt by a Cross Chop. He is a physical set, which is a little bit annoying, but oh whoops, I accidentally clicked rest. That's a bit of a bummer, but that's fine. He can just keep hitting himself with recoil. I don't really care. I'm trying to see. I think Zangoose is faster, and it might be able to take out the rest of his team, actually. So I'm just going to go into Kabutops now, and I'm going to go for the Aqua Jet. Because I think Zangoose can actually... Okay, actually, this might take out the Evire. Okay, 4%. So here, I'm just going to go for the Quick Attack, take him out. I still have a few poison hits left in me. He sends in Chinchino, which I think actually outpaces me. I might just have to go for the Quick Attack. So I'll go for that. That only does 58%, which is still a good chunk. But I know that he can probably take me out with whatever hit. So let me see. I think yeah. That'll probably be good for now. And then that's two battles. That's plenty. So let's see. I think I can go into my team right now and just run through it real quick. This is my Kabutops. As you all know, I really like Kabutops. It's running Adamant Nature, 252 attack, 252 speed, and 4 HP. With a Focus Sash, it's just meant to be a lead Kabutops, nothing more, nothing less. I've experimented with different sets, and the one that's extremely, I guess, viable to me and really useful on my teams, especially in OU actually, and kind of in RU right now, is this Swords Dance, Stone Edge, Aqua Jet, X-Scissor combo. And I'm using weak armor because if I get hit by a physical move, it says by any move, but I think it's just a physical, like if it's literally hit, like if it makes contact with you, then it activates, and what it does is it lowers your defense by 1, but ups your speed by 2. So it ups your speed by 1. So for instance, it's a great lead Pokemon because if you're sashed, then you can definitely take a hit. And if it's a physical hit, then it'll raise your speed, and that puts me at 380 some speed, which allows me to outpace a lot of Pokemon in the metagame right now. And I can just start taking things out left and right. Now you might think it's a little bit of a weird combo to have Weak Armor and Aqua Jet, but I find that it works out really well, especially when it's a special based Pokemon that doesn't make contact with my Kabutops. Next we have just standard specially defensive Munchlax, Rest, Talk, Body Slam, Whirlwind, Quick, Thick, Fat, Eviolite, Sub-Splitting Rotom with Timid Nature, Life Orb, and then Dual Stab. Just standard defensive Sandslash. I think knockoff is a little less standard, but it's got that. It got Zangoose, which I believe is NU, but it's pretty good. I might consider changing this to Jolly Nature instead of Adamant Nature, but it's running its great Toxic Boost ability with Facade, Quick Attack, Shadow Claw, and Close Combat. I kept running into problems by running either Shadow Claw or Close Combat, and running Swords Dance where the other one should be. So I just decided to run 4 attacks, which is working out kind of not great, so I might go back to Swords Dance. And here's just Scarf, Magmortar, standard stuff. I think standard runs like HP Grass instead of HP Ice, but this works out pretty well. So anyways, thanks for watching. That's my great RU team right now. Come back another time for another live narration of whatever's going on. Feel free to like the video, leave a comment if you have something good to say, and tell your friends and family and everyone to subscribe to my channel for more Pokemon content. So thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.